Hello, welcome to Hazel's Heroes for March 1995. I'm Kathy Galinsky and I'm here to help you meet a few of our very special Hazel Heroes. Hazel's Heroes is a program that recognizes very special individuals in our school district who come to us recognized by their individual teachers or members of the community for good things that they do. This program is sponsored by both the Hazel Park Schools and the Lions Club of Hazel Park. It's really fun for me to be here to do this today as both a representative of the district and also as president of Hazel Park Lions for this year. So let's get right to it and meet some very special youngsters from the Roosevelt School. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you are?
Jennifer LaCoste.
Jennifer LaCoste. Your teacher recommended you as a Hazel hero. Do you know what you do that's so special?
I don't really know. I just think she picked me because I'm nice and stuff to other people.
That's exactly why. You're very nice to other people, and that's exactly what Mrs. Calabro said. What kind of things do you do that's nice for somebody?
I help them with their work and math, stuff like that. There's just one kid in our class, he doesn't speak English, so I help him to learn some of our words that we know and stuff.
Wow, that's very interesting. How do you help him learn English?
Well, Mrs. Out's the first grade teacher. She sends over books, and Mrs. Calabro calls me up, and then I teach him the words by pointing to each one, and he says them after me.
That's really fascinating. What's his name?
Maher.
You're a very special person to Maher, too, I'm sure. Are there other things that you like to do in your classroom besides help people?
I like to read, and I like to do my spelling. And that's that I really like to do.
Not big on math and science things, huh? Not yet. Well, maybe someday those will be really interesting to you also. Are there people that might be watching today you'd like to say hi to?
My friend Mary and Tracy, and that's really all.
How about Mom or Dad?
And my mom and dad.
Yeah, I bet they'd like to hear that part. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Should we meet this other young lady who's from Roosevelt, too?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here, we have Amanda. Amanda, what's your last name?
Pruden.
Amanda, why are you a Hazel hero this morning?
I think because I do good in my classroom and I try to help other kids.
What are you doing in your classroom now? You're what? You're really up there. You're in grade 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things do you do in grade 4?
Well, we do our daily language in the beginning of the school day, and at lunchtime we do our daily half dozen.
Now, there are going to be some people watching out there who don't know what daily language and daily half dozen are. Can you tell them?
Daily language is it's 2 sentences, but for the first one and the second one, there's two of the sentences, and there's in the first one and second there are two, or most of a bunch of misspelled letters or letters and words that don't belong in there.
Ah, so you have to be really clever to be able to find the mistakes and then you have to correct them?
Mm-hmm.
That's good practice, isn't it? What's the daily half dozen?
It's 6 problems. It can be division, timetables, adding, or subtracting. And we have to do them.
Are those fun?
Mm-hmm.
What else do you like to do?
I like to do my science and social studies.
What things are you doing in science that you're enjoying?
We're doing a diary about what it would be in a long time ago, what would be happening, and we're there for 8 days. When we have this explorer that goes with us from France.
Oh, sounds like you're learning a whole lot of things about now and a long time ago, right?
Mhm.
Are there special people or anybody you want to say hi to?
Yes, I want to say hi to my friend Vicki Raglan and my other friend Alyssa Raglan. And my mom and dad.
You remembered. Good for you. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and you're a very special person, so we're glad to have you as a Hazel hero. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Over here, we're going to meet some very special young men who come to us from Edison School. This great big smile over here is?
Brandon Smith.
Good morning, Brandon. How are you?
Fine.
You look like you're ready to tell us a whole bunch about why you're a Hazel hero. It just slipped out, right? Do you remember what's going to happen for the second marking period?
I'm going to be on the honor roll for the second card marking.
What does it take to get on the honor roll?
A's and B's.
You must be a really smart kid. Or do you just work really hard?
Really hard. I always go in the classroom, work right away.
What do you do right away when you get in there?
Math work or daily half dozen.
You do those also?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of math work are you doing in Mr. Wade's class?
Times tables and plus and subtraction.
You like those?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do something else besides math in there. What is it? Do math all day long, right?
No.
No, come on, think. You got it.
We do language, science, social studies, reading right after lunch. That's about it.
That keeps you pretty busy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So when do you have time to do all this studying?
At home and in the homework center.
What's the homework center?
Homework center is a place where you go to get your work finished.
Is that during school time?
No, it's at the end of the day from 3 to 4.
Good idea, isn't it? Is there somebody there who helps you while you're in the homework center?
Yeah, either Mr. Wade, my teacher, and he's Mondays and Wednesdays, and Miss Raver is in the library. She's Tuesdays and Thursdays usually, but on the first Monday of the month, we go to the library because Mr. Wade has a meeting.
So you spend a lot of time at the homework center, don't you?
Yeah.
That helps you out a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
We can tell because you made the honor roll. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a very special guy, Brandon. Nice to have you here.
Thanks.
And over here we have someone else from Edison School. We have Johnson.
Union.
Johnson Union, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're the big old man of this crowd here this morning. Can you tell us, Johnson, why you were recommended as a Hazel hero?
Yeah, because I helped 2 kids that came from Iraq.
How do you help them?
Like if they have math, I'll tell them how to do it, and then I'll show them with my hands like 4 plus 5. Then I count them for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stop like when I'm at 4 plus 5. I stop at 8, and then I say, "What's the next number?" And then they say 9.
So they don't speak too much English, and you're helping them learn the English also?
Yeah.
Geez, if you're doing all this, how do you have time to get your own work done?
Well, I just stay there for like 15 or 20 minutes.
Is that every day? Are they in your class, or
No.
do you go to someone else's?
Someone else's class.
That's really nice. Did you ask to do this, or did someone ask you if you would?
They asked me.
And whose class are you in on when you're not helping these 2 students?
Mrs. Babcock.
And what are you doing with Mrs. Babcock when you're not working in the helping the 2?
I finish my assignment sheet, and then I just start on my math, and after I'm done, I do my reading and social studies. And
Well, I
go on
bet there's
computer.
some people who are watching who don't know when you're in grade 6 what kinds of things you do for math or what kinds of things you do for reading or science. Can you share with them?
We do fractions and multiplication, division, and that's about it.
Some tough
And
stuff.
problem solving.
What's problem solving?
Like how many But I don't know how many people are. How many times did it take for? I don't know.
Well, problem solving isn't just doing math problems, right?
No.
You have to really think about some questions and come up with a way to answer, right? Not
Yeah.
just a number. Makes you use that good brain you got up there. Are there some other fun things you like to do outside of school?
Yeah.
What's that?
Play basketball.
Are you on the basketball team?
Yeah.
How'd you do this season?
I'm okay.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure having you with us today, Jansen. Is there anybody you'd like to say hi to out there?
Yeah, my mom and dad.
Are they watching now?
I don't know.
I'm sure they will be, because they must be very proud of you, just like all the parents are proud of all of you. So thank you for being Hazel Heroes for us. Now we have the pleasure of talking to some students who come to us from Hoover schools and Clark schools. First, we're going to meet some very special young ladies from Hoover. We're going to talk first to Lisa Nagel. How are you?
Good.
And Lisa, you're getting up there in school, so you've had an opportunity to do lots of things over at Hoover. What are you involved in right now?
Basketball and service squad and that's it.
That's pretty busy. Does basketball practice every day, or when do you do that?
We're over with it now, but we only practice, I think, Tuesdays or something like that.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah.
That's nice to have fun, though, right?
Not a lot of games, but
Did you play all different positions, or just one?
I played guard and I mostly played all of them.
Think it's something you're going to continue to do?
Yeah.
Good for you. What about service squad? Who do you help out?
Mrs. Ernst.
And in her classroom, what do you usually have to do?
We staple papers and we put papers in the mailbox and stuff.
Like in student mailboxes?
Yeah.
Okay, so the kids know what to do when they come in?
Mhm.
Do you ever help with the kids, or just help in the room things?
Sometimes we help with the kids, but not all the time.
It's a job you do every day, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're doing all those extra jobs, doesn't give you much time for you. How did you end up being such a super student so that they recommended you for Hazel Heroes?
I don't know. I guess I just help out and I do my work, get it done.
Whose class are you in?
Mrs. Harris.
What kind of things do you do in Mrs. Harris's room?
Social studies and math and daily oral language, daily half dozen.
What's the
science.
oral language? What do you do when you do those?
There's like 2 sentences and there's like words and stuff that have to be capitalized and made into different words. And then we check them, like when everybody's done, we pass our papers to other people and we check them.
Does that help you learn better, you think?
Yeah.
What about in science? Are there fun things you're doing in science now?
We're watching like tapes and stuff on rocks and gardens and the soil.
You getting ready to do a garden for yourself or not?
I don't know.
It's not that interesting to you?
Oh, my brother has one.
He does?
Yeah.
What does he raise?
Lots of things.
Like
Tomatoes.
vegetables?
Yeah.
Or? I bet flowers would be fun too, though, right?
Yeah, my mom does that. I sometimes help her.
Well, I'm sure you've had lots of things to keep you busy, and it's been a wonderful pleasure meeting you. Thanks for being here.
Welcome.
We're going to talk to this other young lady from Hoover School, and over here we have...
Monica LaBelle.
Good morning, Monica.
Good morning.
You look so perky and spring-like today.
Thank you.
So tell us, why are you a Hazel Hero?
Because I'm a super worker and I help other people. And if my teacher needs help, I'll help her and volunteer to help other people that need help on like math or something.
What kind of help does your teacher need?
Well, sometimes, like when every month she puts up stuff around the room for that month, like for March she put up clovers and stuff, like green for March because of the clovers. And we like helped her put them up. Me and some of my friends helped her staple them up and put them up the calendar.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Hitchcock.
So I bet that's kind of fun. Do you do that after school or before school?
Well, like some of the students in our class, they go to band, and sometimes we check papers or we'll help her put up some stuff in the classroom.
You're another young lady that's pretty busy over there in other activities. What kinds of things are you involved in?
I was in basketball, and I'm in service squad in Miss Allen's class, and I'm a tutor for a little boy because he needs help in his reading, and I'm in choir.
What's choir working on?
Well, we have for Christmas, like we had a Christmas program, and we sang Christmas songs, and we're gonna have a spring concert like a week before school's out, and so that's why it's choir. We're gonna sing some songs for, and we'll go to the high school in the auditorium and sing them.
And then all your family gets to come and see how wonderful you are, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of family members who come see?
I have my mom and my brothers and my dad. Sometimes my dad comes.
And your brothers don't tease you, huh?
Well, sometimes.
Brothers are like that, but I bet they really think you're as special as the rest of us do, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's been nice meeting you. Thank you for being a Hazel hero.
Okay.
Now we're lucky enough to meet some students who come to us from the Clark School. And here we have a young lady who comes from Mrs. Riley's class at Clark School, and you are?
Brittany.
Brittany, what's your last name?
Eagle.
Brittany, on your report for being a Hazel hero, they said something about you and you said, oh, that's such a big word. Remember what it was?
Cancellation. How do you say that?
A
Conversationalist.
That's right. They said you were a wonderful conversationalist. And you're right, that word is probably bigger than you are, isn't it? You like to talk to people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So tell me what you talk about.
Mm.
Do you like to talk about schoolwork or
Sometimes.
people you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's on your mind this morning to talk about?
Nothing really.
You're not as chatty today, right? Is this kind of scary being here?
No.
No, and you're dressed up so pretty for it. Do you look this good every day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
You do this yourself, or does Mom help?
My mom helps.
You choose your own outfits to wear?
No, not really. My mom asked me if I want to wear, and if I say no, she picks out another one.
And then she brushes your hair?
Mm-hmm.
You look like you don't like that.
No, I do not like that. It really hurts.
Oh, but it looks so nice. Who's your class? You're in Mrs. Riley's class. What kind of things are you doing there?
Math, reading, English, worksheets, and all other. That's really it. I do a lot of work and keep me really busy.
That's pretty good, though, isn't it? Or not? When you're so busy, you don't have time to be a conversationalist.
Mm-mm.
What kind of things are you doing on your worksheets?
I'm learning about trading my math. In my reading, I'm reading about the Choctaw. And for English, we just like write, copy out of the book and write.
Are you learning to do cursive writing yet?
I already have learned.
Oh my, you're way ahead of me, aren't you? Of course, we're getting down to spring now. What's been your favorite thing that happened this school year?
I haven't been getting that much work anyways. I've only got yesterday I've only got
like 4 things to do. That was my reading, English, math, and a worksheet.
Boy, you must have been done before lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
what'd you do?
Then Miss Roberts came in, and then Miss Rook came in. Yeah, Miss Roberts did, and then we played 7 tappers, and then our substitute came back.
What's 7 tappers?
It's a game that you have to put your head down and someone taps you on the head. You gotta raise your hand really high, and then you're gonna have to find out who picked you or tapped you.
Uh-huh. So do you do that by asking questions?
No, people like pick you if you want to see, if you want to, somebody picks you to say who picked you. And if you get it wrong, you still have to stand. So when everybody got a turn to say it, then the tappers tell us who they tapped.
Oh. Do you ever get to be a tapper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, Brittany. But over here we have this big guy. This is a real special Hazel hero. This is
Chris Graves.
Chris Greaves. You were chosen to be a Hazel hero for a very unique reason. What was that?
On my way out to my post, I found a ring and a necklace.
What happened to him?
I returned them into Mr. Barlow.
How did you just happen to find these?
I was just walking out to my post and I saw them in the grass. Then I just grabbed them and went to Mr. Barlow and gave them to him.
Well, I think there must be somebody who's very happy that you're such a responsible young guy, isn't there? Do you know who they belong to? Did you ever find out?
No.
So you went out to your post. That must mean that you're a safety.
Yep.
What do you do on your post?
I cross her.
You do. Is she pretty nice when you're out there crossing her?
Yeah.
What else do you do? Do you have to, like, hold your arms out anymore? They don't do that?
No.
What do you do?
I just go out in the street and stop the cars if they're just about to turn.
So that nobody turns the corner?
Yeah.
You have to do that on days when the weather is real snowy and crummy?
Yes.
That must not be very much fun.
That's true.
So why do you do it?
It's my job, I have to.
What a responsible answer. You're right. You're making it safe for a lot of other kids, aren't you?
Yes.
And it's good that you're taking it so seriously.
Yes.
What other things do you do in school?
Well, first of all, I play basketball. And I do math, which is one of my favorite subjects.
It is? You like doing fractions?
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Multiplying them, dividing them, all that stuff?
We just subtract and add them.
Mixed fractions, or are they?
Mixed.
Well, you're talking big-time math now. I bet there are a lot of people watching who can't do all those fractions like you can.
I bet they can.
I don't know. That gets pretty hard for a lot of people.
Sometimes, yeah.
So you must be a good student. Do you work real hard at being a good student?
Yeah.
Do you have lots of homework?
Yeah.
How do you fit all that in?
I don't know.
Do you have like a set time every night that you do homework? Or you
No.
just kind of do it?
I just do it.
Well, it's a good thing you're such a responsible kid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Chris, it's been nice having you here as a Hazel hero. You are certainly a special young man in this community. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Now we're going to speak to some students who come to us from Longfellow and Webster schools. First, we have the pleasure of seeing this young lady, Miss Melissa Deagle. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You come to us being a Hazel hero. And why
Yeah.
are you a Hazel hero?
Because I'm polite to people and I get all my work done and I have a shiny smile.
You do have a shiny smile. It's just so pretty to see this morning. Of course, you're all dressed up nice. Do you look this good all the time?
Sorta.
Sorta? It's not easy though, right?
Mm-mm.
I mean, women have to go through so much to get ready in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Well, you've certainly mastered that. So tell me, what do you do every day?
We do sign language.
Sign language.
Yeah.
Who's teaching you that?
My teacher, Miss Scardato.
And what kind of signs have you learned?
We learned an A that you can do.
You can do it for us. Got to pull your. There you go.
And that's all I know right now.
It's hard to remember them, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's a very special thing you're learning, because there are a lot of people in this world who can't hear to speak English, right?
Mhm.
So they speak another language called American Sign Language.
Yeah.
That'll be nice that you'll be able to talk to some of those folks. You may have a good friend that way. Well, good for you. What other things do you do besides sign language?
We do math, and we're learning to borrow and subtract.
Gee, does that seem like it's really hard?
For me it is.
Is it? You work on it real hard at night, too?
Mhm.
Homework? Or not for homework?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What other things do you do?
I can't really remember.
Well, in reading, you read. Is there a favorite story you've had?
No.
Just any story. You like them all?
Yeah.
And then you do some things with writing. Are you learning to do cursive writing yet?
Yeah.
Are you real good at it?
Sorta.
Takes time to get the hang of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm sure you will.
Mhm.
What kind of things do you do after school?
I go over to my friend's house and play school or something.
So does that give you extra time to work on some work, or do you just pretend that you know it already?
I just pretend I know it already.
So you get to be the teacher?
My friend does.
Oh,
I let her be the teacher.
well, that's nice of you. Is there somebody you'd like to say hi to?
My mom and dad.
I bet that just made their day. Well, you keep that shiny smile for us, okay?
Yeah.
I hope that when we see you as a high school student, come back here and you'll still be smiling for us. Okay?
Mhm.
Is that a deal?
Yeah.
Good, Melissa. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
We're going to talk now to some young men who come to us from the Webster School area. And we have some special stories that I think you'll be real interested in. First of all, from this young man named
Tommy
Tommy what?
McLean.
Tommy McLean. Something very unique happened to you.
I saved a kid's life.
That's a very special thing. Can you tell us how that happened?
We went sledding and we had this green saucer and he went down and he fell off and his eye was all bleeding. And then I took off one of my shirts and since I had a couple to keep me warm and I packed with ice and I put it on his eye.
And we understand from his mother, who is the person who recommended you for this Hazel Hero Award, that that young man had a concussion and some pretty serious cuts. So your quick thinking saved what could have been a very serious situation.
Yeah, because like he was in the stand at my house, then he had this like wave, like his eye starts stinging, and I called his house and he just went to the hospital. And then next day I knew he was in the hospital.
Is he out now?
Yeah, he's in school and his eye's all better.
Well, he can thank you for that. I bet you guys are going to be some special friends for a long time.
Yeah,
Where did you learn that? How did you know what to do?
I was in Cub Scouts and I just knew the right thing.
Boy, is he lucky you knew the right thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, when you're not sledding, Tom, what are you doing?
Play basketball on a team.
You on the Webster team?
hmm
How did you do?
Good. If a lot of people start passing the ball.
Sometimes that's a little hard to learn, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else?
Like science and math.
What's your favorite?
Science.
Is there something special you've done in science that you're really fond of?
Yeah, like electric. It's real cool.
What are you doing with electricity?
We're seeing how it developed. We're pretty hard to explain.
So do you like make motors or?
No, we were making like the light bulb light
That is really neat, isn't it?
out of 2 wires and a battery.
Well, I bet you'll have a lot more fun things you're going to learn in science since you're interested in it, right?
Yeah, and basketball too.
You're going to plan to stay on the teams as you keep going up?
Yeah.
Good for you. That's hard work.
Mhm.
Is there somebody out there you'd like to say hi to?
My teacher, Miss Hamilton, Miss Alpha, and Miss Crocker, Phillip, and Phillip's mom, and my dad, and my grandma.
Well, good for you. I hope you didn't leave anybody out.
Oh, and Eric and Justin.
I'm sure they'll all be pleased you remembered them. You're a special young guy. I'm really
Thank
glad
you.
you shared that story with us.
Thank you.
Quick thinking saved somebody. Thank you. We have a big guy to bring up the end of this segment. And your name is?
Phillip Vanderhagen.
Well, hi, Phillip. How are you?
Good.
You look a little nervous this morning, are you? Nah, you're doing really well, I think. Tell us, what made you a Hazel hero?
I found Tommy McLean's watch.
And it's kind of fun that you and Tommy are here together this morning, right? Where'd you find it?
We were playing intramural basketball, and right after I lifted up my coat, and it was under my coat.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. So what'd you do with it?
I took it into the office.
Did you know it was Tom's?
No.
You just found that out later?
Mhm.
How did you know? How did you find out?
Curtis Betts told me.
Well, that was really neat. Nice of you to help your friend out. Did you two play on the same basketball team?
No, I'm on 5th, and he's on 6th.
Ah. So how did you do in basketball?
We're 5-0, haven't lost yet.
Holy cow! Sounds like you got a tough bunch to beat.
Mhm.
So is there any more basketball still going on, or are you done?
In intramural,
Mhm.
the team that I'm on we're in the championship game.
When
Today.
is? It's today.
It's 7 o'clock.
Well, good luck. Are you nervous about that?
Mm-mm.
What position do you play?
I play point guard.
Very good. It's a hard spot to be sometimes. Got to remember to think fast. I know I couldn't do it, so I'm really glad you can do it. Keep your team going. What else do you do, Phillip?
I go over with my friends and play NBA Jam.
Is that a video game?
And I kick his butt in it.
Is that really what we want to say?
No.
You like to win, though, don't you? What else do you do in school?
Math, social studies, science, English,
Who's your teacher?
Miss Sutton.
What kind of fun things do you do with Mrs. Sutton?
Go on field trips.
Oh, yeah? Where'd you go?
We're going on a riverboat on the Detroit River. We're going to Stony Creek.
Are those all things that you're going to do? You haven't taken any trips yet?
We went to... I can't remember.
What was it about? Do you remember anything about it?
It was about all these old places where the first men built the plane.
I bet it was called Greenfield Village.
Yeah.
So they have some fun things to go see around here, don't they? What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Are you doing times tables or are you doing fractions?
Fractions, times tables, adding and subtracting.
You're getting into that hard stuff too.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Well, good for you. I hope you keep that attitude. Do you have to work real hard at it, like homework and all that stuff?
We're writing a report on, I'm writing a report on, everybody's writing a different report. I'm writing mine on Minnesota.
Oh, how did you choose Minnesota?
My teacher had a lot of cards, and she let us pick one, and I picked Minnesota.
So what do you tell us about Minnesota in your report?
The famous people. Henry R. Schoolcraft founded Mississippi River.
No, I didn't know that.
I found it in a
a Champion of America Minnesota book.
That sounds really interesting. So you're going to find out all this good stuff that you can share with your classmates.
Mm-hmm.
Then do you have to stand up there and tell them?
Mm-mm.
Well, good for you. Sounds like you're an awful busy young man. I'm glad you had time to find Tom's watch. It's nice to have you as a Hazel hero. Is there somebody you don't want to say hi to, or you do want to?
Yeah, my mom, my sister, my Aunt Tracy, and Christian,
What?
and Ryan.
See, before this started, you told me you didn't want to say anything. You thought of a whole bunch of people, didn't you? Good for you. I'm sure they're real happy that you're a Hazel hero. Well, those are our heroes from Webster and Longfellow. In this final segment, we're welcoming students who come to us both from Ford schools and United Oak schools. First, we're going to talk to some special ladies from Ford. And these two ladies were turned in together, but we'll speak to them individually. They were both recommended by Miss Pobersky. So from Miss Pobersky, we have
Jessica Kennedy.
And Jessica. How did Miss Pobersky recommend you as a Hazel hero?
Because we were a service squad and we're dependent, and we had really responsibilities.
What kind of things do you do for a service squad in her room?
We wash our boards, we put up homework stickers, we pass out papers, and we run errands for her.
Where does she send you to run errands?
To classes on the office.
Oh. Well, you're not in her class all the time, though, right?
No, I'm in Miss Benton's class.
So how does she get you to go to the office if you're in Miss Benton's class?
We go in the morning and then in the afternoon, and then for the rest of the day we just go in our own class.
Oh. So what do you do in Miss Benton's class?
We're doing math, and so far we're doing geometry.
Geometry? Wow.
Then we're doing reading. We're reading Maniac McGee. And then in language, we're just doing our journal. And then in social studies, we're doing a country fair on countries, and I'm doing Japan. And then in science, we don't have anything going right now.
How did you choose Japan?
Well, I was absent that day, and so then my teacher just put me down for Japan in Shelley and Katie's group.
Oh, so you're working with other people?
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you present about Japan?
I'm doing the food and the clothing.
That's the best part, I think. Japanese food. What else is coming up?
Shape Week, it's through March 27th, and we have Hat Day, Red and White Day, Backwards Day, and then we have Inside Out Day, and then the last day, it was Looney Tunes and Disney Day, and we have a place, The Secret Garden.
Ooh, that was one of my favorite stories. But I bet there are people who don't know what Shape Week is all about. And that means schools have a positive effect. And it's a time when we celebrate all the wonderful things going on in the Hazel Park schools. So it sounds like you guys have some real fun things planned.
Mm-hmm.
Did you already figure out what you're going to wear for Inside Out and all those other days?
No.
Sounds like you got to plan ahead for that one, though.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you're not doing all these things in school?
I have cheerleading practice, and then today I'm going to sign up for POM class.
Where's POM class?
At Edison.
So you want to learn to be a cheerleader.
Yeah, I'm already a cheerleader for Ford.
And then you're going to do it at the junior highs, you hope?
Yeah.
Good for you. It's a lot of hard work, though.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any fun things that you're looking forward to when you go to the junior high?
No.
Think it's just kind of scary?
Yeah.
I'm sure a young lady as pretty and as verbal as you are will do just fine over there.
I hope so.
I know you will. Are there any people you want to say hi to?
Yeah, my mom, my dad, and my baby brother, Tommy.
I'm sure they're very proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice talking to you, but now we're going to talk to your buddy over here. This is
Melissa Wetton.
Melissa Witten. You also work for Miss Pobersky, so she kind of said a lot of the things you were probably going to say about being a service squad person, right?
Yeah.
So now what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Well, you clean boards and you hang things on the walls and you run errands. Is there something you like doing better than any of the rest?
Washing the boards.
Do you wash them like with the sponge and the water and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Messy?
And we get to write stuff on the board.
Oh, well, that makes it fun then.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in her room besides? You're in her class all the time, right?
Yeah, we're doing math, we're doing fractions, division, and times. And we're doing science with the batteries and the light bulb. And in spelling, we just have spelling tests. And we're doing a spelling bee.
Doing it. Are you in it?
Yeah.
Is that hard?
We're all spelling, and whoever's the best gets to go to the school bee.
That always made me real nervous. Do you get scared when you have to do that?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you pretty good at it?
No.
Well, maybe your friend over here will help you study for it, huh?
Yeah.
Then you guys can go together.
Yeah.
So are you all set for Shape Week?
No.
You don't know what you're going to wear either.
Nope.
Well, that's coming up quick. March 27th through the 31st, so you have a lot of things planned. Do you play basketball and do those things too?
I'm a cheerleader, and I'm in pom class with her.
Wow, you two hang together a lot, huh?
Yeah, we're best friends.
Oh, so you didn't have to say hi to each other because you're already here.
Yeah.
So what other things do you do besides?
And we're also doing an Australia report. Everybody has to do it.
So your whole class is doing just one country?
Yeah.
You didn't get different ones. Is there a certain part you have to do? Or you do the
we
whole
just
thing?
do the whole thing individually. And we're doing an international country fair with them in the gym. And I'm doing it on Spain.
Ooh, how'd you choose Spain?
Well, we had to choose our own, and me, Jody, and Elena, we just choose Spain.
So is there a certain part of Spain that you have to do, certain presentation? Or
I'm doing the food and the economy.
the economy? What do you know about Spain's economy?
Nothing really.
Not yet. When's the
No.
fair?
I don't know. No, March 30th.
Okay, so you have a little bit of time to look it up, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I think you might need it. I can't even think about Spain's economy.
I don't know.
I think we're all pretty busy with our own right here, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's been nice talking to you. Is there somebody you'd like to say hi to before we move on?
Yeah, my mom and my dad and my brother Danny and my brother sister. Oops, my sister Amanda.
I think she'll be happy you caught that, right?
Yeah.
Well, terrific. Nice meeting you both, and I'm sure Miss Poberski's real lucky to have you two. Right now, I'm going to move over to our final school for the day, and over here we have a lovely young lady who comes to us from United Oaks, and your name is?
Vicki Jensen.
Vicki. Do you know why you're a Hazel Hero?
Because I've been doing a terrific job in school, and I'm a cross-age tutor, and I work in the lunchroom.
You're a busy lady. So what do you do as a cross-age tutor?
Well, I tutor kids, like if they can't spell words, I help them, and I help them with their math, reading.
How do you do that? I mean, you don't just walk through the halls and say, who needs help, right?
Right.
So how do you get to be a cross-age helper, and what do you, how do they assign you to kids?
Well, Mr. Sparbeck, he, for whoever doesn't go to band, he assigned us to classrooms so we can help them.
So whose classroom do you work in?
Well, today I go to Mrs. Bedinsky, she's a first grade teacher, and then tomorrow I go to Mrs. Gray, she's second grade.
And then those teachers tell you who to work with?
Yes.
And do they tell you what materials to use and what to do
Yes.
with them? Is there a favorite part of that you like, or you just kind of do it?
I just do it because I have to.
You have to. You don't have a choice.
No.
But I bet you're helping some young kids that really wouldn't get enough help otherwise, right?
Right.
Good for you. Are there other things you like to do in school?
I like to do math, reading, spelling, English.
Are you doing all that hard math like these other people we've talked to today? Doing geometry and fractions and... Holy cow, that's a lot of hard work. Do you have to spend a lot of homework time on that?
Sometimes.
Do you have set time for homework?
No.
Just kind of whenever you can fit it in your busy schedule. What's your favorite?
Spelling.
Are you having a spelling bee over at United Oaks?
I don't know. Hasn't come up yet.
Okay. I bet you're going to be hearing real soon because they might be a part of Shape Week as the other buildings are doing it too. I think you're going to hear about it. But in Mr. Sparbeck's class, you're 6th grade now, so we're winding down to the end of the year. What's coming up?
Junior high.
Does that make you scared? What do you think is going to be the worst thing in junior high?
Having 7 classes and meeting new friends.
Right. It's probably real tough, but I bet you'll do just terrific. What do you think might be the best part of going to junior high?
Meeting all my friends from last year.
Having somebody to sit with at lunchtime, huh? Well, you'll have a wonderful time and you'll do just terrific over there because you're such a neat young lady. Thanks for being here today.
You're welcome.
There you have the Hazel Heroes from United Oaks and from Henry Ford School. Thank you, young ladies, for being with us. In this portion of our program, we present the shirts and certificates for each of our Hazel Heroes. But here to help us do that is Superintendent Mel Rasmussen and Community Education Coordinator Ann Bashinsky. So with their help, we're going to bring back all of our special heroes and present them with both their certificate and their t-shirt. First we have Thomas McLean. Come on up, Tom.
Congratulations, Thomas.
Good job.
And then we have Phillip Vanderhagen. Congratulations, Phillip. Melissa Deagle.
A little tiny bit.
Congratulations, Melissa. There you go. Jennifer LaCoste. Congratulations, Jennifer.
There you go, Jennifer. You're welcome.
Amanda Pruden. Congratulations, Amanda. Brandon Smith. He's a smiley guy. Way to go, Brandon.
There you go, Brandon.
He's glad to be here, isn't he? Johnson Unan. Congratulations, Johnson. Monica LaBelle. Congratulations, Monica.
Thank you.
Lisa Nagel. Congratulations, Lisa.
Here's Lisa. You're welcome.
Brittany Eagle. Congratulations, Brittany.
Here you go. You're welcome.
Christopher Greaves. Congratulations, Christopher. Melissa Witten. Congratulations, Melissa. Jessica Kennedy. Congratulations, Jessica.
There you go. You're welcome.
And Vicki Jensen. Congratulations, Vicki.
Welcome. This has been Hazel's Heroes for March 1995. Tune in again next month when you can meet some more real super kids from the Hazel Park schools. Thank you.